Welcome to my channel, Let Your Imagination Take Flight. Today I'll show you how to paint dragonflies on canvas shoes. A list of materials will be in the description below. You'll need a pair of canvas shoes. These are old ones from my closet, which I took the shoelaces out and stuffed them full of grocery bags just so I could have a firm surface to work on. You'll need a number 0 round brush and some toothpicks. I ended up not using the toothbrush. I was going to do some splatter paint at the end, but I decided not to do it. Instead, I used ultrafine glitter to jazz up my design. I used multi-surface acrylic paint, which works on fabric, and you can find those at any craft store or Walmart. You can also mix fabric paint medium with regular craft paint. If that's what you have, that will work also. Put small amounts of paint on a paper plate. Some areas I put a couple dollops of white and yellow so I could blend those colors together with others to make different colors. Before you paint your shoe, it's a good idea to practice on a piece of old denim or canvas or even some paper. Load a little white on your brush and paint 4 little lines in a narrow X pattern, but don't connect them in the center. Apply a few layers so that you have good coverage and make the outer edges fatter and rounder. The white, or sometimes I use yellow for the initial X, just helps the colors stand out on my navy canvas shoes. If you have light colored shoes, you can just skip this and make your first X with whatever color you want. After your basic wing shapes are painted, you can start layering on other colors as you desire. Here I painted the whole wing yellow, and I put turquoise in the inner parts of the wing and then pulled it through, stroked it through to the length of the wing, blending as you go, as you like to. And you can just continue to do it, add yellow, add turquoise until you like how it looks. I used the bottom of my brush dipped in the nectarine orange paint to make the body. Dip it in the paint and then touch it to your canvas just above the wing center. Then go back to the plate, dip it again, and then dot the center where your wings might meet. And then keep dotting on a slightly curved line. The amount of paint on your brush will decrease, making your dots smaller if you don't re-dip the paint, which is what you want to do, so that the body gets smaller as you go down. I decided to add a tiny bit of ultrafine silver glitter to my wings, just for the fun of it. But this is totally optional. Instead of sprinkling it on my design, which would make it really glittery, I dipped a toothpick in water and then dipped that into the glitter. I used the side of the toothpick to drag the glitter onto each wing. After cleaning my paintbrush, it's on to the next shoe. I decided to do the base coat with yellow, and I made my 4 lines in the narrow X shape. And I painted a blended red and white to make pink onto the yellow. But I didn't like how that looked, so I cleaned my brush again and I mixed yellow and green together and painted that over the color I did not like. I was going to add dots of turquoise to the tops of my wings by dipping the end of my paintbrush in the turquoise and then dipping it onto the wings and back and forth. But the dots kind of blended together and it didn't look good, so I just took my brush and I stroked the paint into the green on the wings, and that actually looked really good. I then dotted an orange body like I did before and put glitter on the wings with a toothpick. This one is a white X with a bright green paint on top. I put dots of yellow at the ends and used a toothpick to drag that yellow paint onto the wings for a different kind of look. Here I'm dipping the toothpick into the blue paint just to put on tiny dots of blue all along the wings. I re-cleaned the bottom of my paintbrush, and for the body I used yellow. Now some of the dots looked more like donuts where there is no paint in the center, so I very carefully redotted them again to fill them up with paint. Between each dragonfly, make sure you clean off both ends of your paintbrush. So here's a close-up of the same 4 white lines on another dragonfly in the narrow X pattern, not meeting in the center. And you continue to add layers to cover the canvas up and making the ends rounder and fatter, the ends of the wings. Then I added yellow on top, followed by green mostly on the bottoms of each wing, and blue to the tops of the wing, just blending those colors. Nothing has to be precise, just have fun and enjoy the painting. If you don't like how it looks, just paint over it. Now my yellow for the body was starting to dry out, and I should have mixed a drop of water in it, but oh well, that's how it goes. I put a touch of yellow back onto the wing so the glitter could stick better, and I glittered it with the toothpick. Now just a few pointers. When you paint dragonflies, have them facing in various directions, up and down, going different ways. And as you're painting them, just keep blending with your brush, but remember, too many colors together sometimes can make brown or gray or not a good color. You want to use your paintbrush to blend colors that go well together to make very pretty colors like blue and yellow, or yellow and red, or white and any color. I personally wouldn't blend like red and blue. I know it should make purple, but to me it always turns gray. If you do want to add color and not blend it in, use your toothpick. You can drag a color to make small lines, or if you dip the end of the toothpick into the paint, you can make tiny dots on your wings. Paint how many dragonflies you want and whatever colors you want. I did 7 on my shoes in various color and all with a little bit of glitter on the wings. After your paint dries, you should seal it. I used a rain guard spray like Scotch Guard. It was just a different brand, but some people will use outdoor Mod Podge or acrylic spray sealant on theirs. This is a great way to revamp old canvas shoes or cheap ones that you pick up at Walmart. It would make a great older kid activity or maybe a ladies' craft party activity. If you like this video, please hit the like button and feel free to leave a comment. And also subscribe to my channel if you want more information on being creative on a budget. Thank you very much for joining me.